Hello folks, this is Jeff Walker with the Junkyard Kid channel, and today we are going to do a little walk around the shop here at J&J Repair and Restoration and just show you what's been going on. So let's flip this camera around and get the show rolling. Okay, first thing we're going to do is take a stroll into the paint booth, because I actually have a few things that got painted here end of last week. These are pieces for the Rambler Marlin that you may have caught a glimpse of. That is going to be out the door here probably near the end of this month. Turned out pretty nice. I think the customer will be happy. Although from my understanding, he bought the car to flip it, so not sure how he's going to come out in that. We got a fair amount invested in the car. But that's how it goes sometimes. And this is the pieces that they go on to. 65 Rambler Marlin. As you can see, we got the front fenders sanded. They're ready to paint. I'm kind of holding off right now in North Dakota here. We're in the middle of a really nice cold snap. It was like 17 below zero Fahrenheit this morning. So kind of hoping it warms up a little bit before I get it in the booth. But engine bay's pretty well all done. You look back in my video history, I got a video of test driving this thing. It runs pretty sweet. And we'll take a look in the inside here, show you what's left to do. We got to put the seats back in it, radio back in it. There's a filler panel there beside the gauges, a couple other odds and ends. And like I said, this is scheduled to head down the road sometime near the end of this month. That door shuts pretty nice for an old car yet. And over here, we have a 59 Edsels Corsair I've shown some content on. Mechanical part of this is pretty well done as for what we're going to do. This is kind of a survivor car. This was one of my barn find Edsels that I found last spring, and it's going to a fellow in Mississippi. And we're going to get some interior work done on it. You take a look up here. I got the headliner out, getting some sound control in it. That headliner can go back in. I'm going to put new carpet in it and put the seats and stuff back in. Not going to do anything with the seats. That's up to him to do at some point. And one thing we did do recently, I talked to him, pulled the heater out. There was a bunch of mouse nests and around it, so I said maybe we should pull it out and check it. And surprisingly, there wasn't a whole bunch inside of it, but it was still a good thing to do. We can check out the heater core, clean up the heater box, get rid of more of that horrendous mouse smell that this car had, which is slowly getting better. And this is one that scheduled to go home sometime this spring, which in North Dakota is usually around May by the time the grass turns green and stuff like that. And then we have this 70 Plymouth Roadrunner we've been working on. And we'll take a walk to the front. As you can see, it's on 4 wheels and tires now. These back ones are the wheels and tires that it's going to go home with. As you can see there, we got a pretty good amount of rubber underneath there. Another one of these videos coming up. I'll have to get it up the air and show you what's on the underside. But we now have the engine, transmission, front suspension in it. We just got a temporary valve cover here because we got a header to put on and some of that stuff, and it's just nice to protect some of the nice pieces until the chances of beating them up while working on other parts is gone. And this is the one I showed a dyno of. This thing's making over 600 horsepower and around 650 peak torque, and carries a 600 plus torque range for almost like forever. This is going to be a good tire smoker. And Tyler's making progress, getting the wiring laid out, stuff like that. Just got the email here a while back. This is getting a Hydro Boost for brakes, for power brakes. And that should be showing up middle of this week. I can get that all fitted and get the brake lines ran. And this is another one that probably May, June, maybe July, this will be going home. So in a few months, there's going to be a lot of turnaround happening here. We got a fair amount of projects lined up after these go away. Matter of fact, a small one kind of showed up here end of last week. We got a pile of Ford parts here. This is a 292 that comes out of a 1960 Edsel. Actually belongs to a pretty good friend of mine, and we talked last fall about it, maybe having us do the work on the engine and getting it back in the car. And, well, this stuff showed up Friday, I believe it was. And sometime in the next couple of weeks, the car will get here. And another one will probably get done sometime this spring, summerlish, see how things go. And then we'll take a stroll over to this side. Not a whole lot happening here. Horsepower corner, as I've called it. Not much changing, but that 292 on the pallet will be over here to get rebuilt. Got the twin turbo small block patiently waiting. Once the Roadrunner's done, that's probably the next project I'll be throwing Tyler on. Got the Camaro stored away in the shed and get back to full speed on that one. We do have another block here. This is actually, I think it's a 30 or 60 over 352 Ford that will be going in a 58 Edsel wagon that I got stored away. And still got what was my dad's Citation convertible before he passed away. Gonna be doing some interior working on that. One of these days I will have a video just about this car. Oh, that was a toy for Tank. He's right now on sleeping duty. Yeah, there he is. Hey, Tank. What you doing? Yep, there's Tank. So, that's what we've had going on around here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you have, like, subscribe, and share. So, till next time, we'll talk to you later.